Have you ever wondered what to do with a bunch of tomatoes that you've picked fresh from the garden?
Now you're going to fill up a basin with some water, cold water, and to that cold water, I'm going to add tomatoes. And to wash them, what you're going to do is you're going to clean them. So you're going to take these bits out and check that, make sure there's no worms in that. Okay, as you can see, they've all been checked, clean. I'm boiling the kettle. I'm going to fill them up with water and boil them for about 5 minutes. Okay, so I've got them on the boil, and as you can see, all you need is to make sure that the water covers them and that you boil them for a couple of minutes so that the skin starts to peel. See how you've got them boiling, and you can actually see some of the skin peeling off. That's what we want. So they're about ready. I've got this lovely contraption here, this lovely machine here sitting on another pot. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put the tomatoes in there, and I'm going to turn the handle, and I'm going to separate the pulp from the skin and make a lovely sugo.
So the aim is to get as much water out of them as possible.
Okay, put your tomatoes in there, some in there, leave those to finish straining. Let's get on with it.
All right, we're done. So what I'm now going to do is I'm now going to show you what the finished product looks like. Having separated now the pulp from what we want to make a traditional tomato sauce. And then
you could actually filter it through a smaller strainer if you want to remove some of those little pulps that you can see there, but maybe no need.
I've made the sauce. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to put it in a jar, boil the jar for about 10-15 minutes to preserve it. But before I do that, I'm going to prepare it. So nothing goes in that sauce. There's no preservatives, no sugar, no salt, no nothing. Basil, and I'm not even going to cut the basil. I'm just going to pop that in the jar as well. And what that will do is that will give it a little bit of flavour. I've also added a bit of fresh oregano, and that is it. Oregano. I might just take the stalk off, just pop the leaves in. Sauce goes in there, lid goes on, make sure the lid is secure, watertight. Then you're going to put this in a pot with water, boil it for about 10 minutes, and that is it, preserved. You can then keep it on the shelf for as long as you like. I'll show you the finished product.
Okay, so as you can see, I've now jarred them up. I'm putting them in a deep pot. I've put an old cloth underneath because what I'm going to do is I'm going to give them a bit of protection, and I don't want them bouncing around too much. I'm going to put the water level just to about there so that she boils. 35-40 minutes and it should be sweet. So I'm going to now switch it off, let it cool down, and then the jars are preserved.